Hello again. My name is Dr. Erika Steele, board certified naturopathic doctor, and I'm also a holistic doctor. Today, we are going to be talking about what is a holistic doctor, benefits you need to know. And I know I talk about this subject a lot, but I think there's just a lot of confusion around what a holistic doctor is, what we do, our credentials, all of that information. So I definitely want to make sure you know all about it. If you are interested in learning more about a holistic lifestyle, go ahead and click the link below. We have a community of holistic enthusiasts that just love to learn about their bodies and how to heal and what to do. And so, if that is you, if you are interested in learning more and being in closed discussions with me, as well as any of our other holistic providers, go ahead and click that link below. Okay, so what is a holistic doctor? Benefits you need to know. So, pretty much as a holistic doctor, we are focused on health. We understand what it takes to stabilize the health of the body, build the health of the body, and pretty much keep people well, right? That is our job. So we do that through a myriad of different ways, which we'll talk about. But we're very different than, let's say, a conventional doctor. So your conventional doctors are like your medical doctors, your osteopaths, your nurse practitioners. And so those providers, they are taught to diagnose, which is just look at a collection of symptoms, find a label. That label is a diagnosis, and then they manage that diagnosis using either a pharmaceutical or a procedure or a surgery if one is available. So it's specifically symptom and disease management. While we do some of that in holistic medicine, and I'm definitely capable of doing, symptom management, that is really not what I do, not what I like to do. I know in that kind of conventional mindset, when we're decolonizing our healthcare, a lot of times people are coming in from medical trauma, iatrogenics. They've been to every specialist underneath the sun. They're not feeling well and they just want to fix it fast. And so even though people don't want that quick fix solution, it's so ingrained in our culture and our mindset to look for more, reaction, symptom management. Just we want it from more of a natural source. And so while that can be one way to approach your health, it's definitely not recommended because that is more of a conventional practice where, oh, we have a symptom, let's manage it, let's, do something about it. This is more when holistic doctors work, we're working more on how the organs are functioning and how to achieve optimal function. So what does that look like? How's your stress management? How's your time management? How's your water intake? How's your protein intake? What are your pH levels? What's your blood pressure? What's your blood sugar? All of these various things are really, important for us to know. They're vital health data. And that's where we use remote patient monitoring and tracking and public health education to really teach you how to be more empowered with your health. I find just a lot of people would do better if they knew better, right? And unfortunately, conventional doctors are just not trained on health because that's not their role. Their role is to manage your disease. And holistic doctors, we take a much different approach. We work with patients mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I work with patients on all different levels. So patient may come in with a physical issue, but then we're looking at their environment, we're looking at their mindset, we're looking at their emotional health, we're looking at their spiritual health and well-being, their ancestral health. We're looking at all of these different components along with data to really be able to integrate. So it's all about healing all of these pieces of ourselves, bringing them back together as whole. And that's why holistic medicine is just an amazing practice to bring mind, body, and spirit back together. So there's a lot of modalities that holistic doctors will use. Modalities are like treatments. So in conventional practice, they have pharmaceuticals, procedures, or surgeries. In our practice, we have so many different. So let's say from a physical perspective, we have in nutrition, we have herbs, we have supplements, we have homeopaths, we have all different types of those things, right? We also have bioenergetic treatments. We have, CBT style treatments. We have, more clinical hypnotherapy treatments or, EFT. So there's all these different modalities that we can pull upon and we can teach you about so that you can become more informed and really know what to do. There's so much much information out there, and it can be overwhelming and not really knowing what's effective, what's not effective, what's going to work for your specific condition, because we do all personalized care. We're not, generally treating you. We absolutely personally treat you, which is why a lot of people like to use holistic doctors. When we're dealing with chronic disease, most chronic diseases are lifestyle generated based off of modifiable factors. What are modifiable factors? Modifiable factors are things that you can change, right? Things that you can do proactively to ensure that you are healthy and well. And so when you're working with a holistic doctor, you are really on the court working on your preventative health. You are taking full responsibility, ownership of your health, and you're doing the work. What does doing the work look like? You're tracking your food, you're getting your labs drawn, you're tracking maybe, your pH levels, you're drinking adequate amounts of water, you're moving your body 10,000 steps a day. Whatever your structure of care plan is what it is. And so, it depends on where we start with a patient as a holistic doctor. This is the beauty of, holistic medicine, is that we can start with a patient wherever they are in the journey. Whereas a lot of times when people go to conventional doctors, it's very punitive. They tell you generalities, oh, go lose weight, but they don't necessarily tell you how, or they send you to a nutritionist who, maybe has some information that's good, but a lot of it, is not. And so just the system in general is not set up for a healing practice. It's really the conventional medical model is set up as a disease management, a tool, and it doesn't have a lot of resources for you to be proactive. In fact, it does the opposite, making you very dependent. And so now we're seeing rising chronic disease rates. I mean, globally, that is what's rising. And what we really want to look at is bringing us back to self with our meditation, with our prayer, with our breath work, with our food, our families, our meal planning, really bringing us back to this whole place where we can heal and be healed. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to go over is how you find a holistic doctor, because we're not easy to find. Now, there are a lot of providers who call themselves holistic practitioners, holistic doctors, all kinds of things. It's important to look at where they trained at and if they actually have training, because what I'm finding is a lot of conventional doctors, while they know, holistic medicine is very popular, they're wanting to start their own practices, and so they're starting to market themselves as holistic doctors. And unfortunately, they don't have the training to back it up. And because we are in a largely unregulated profession, people can do that. So imagine you going to school for all this time and then, somebody just kind of swooping into your profession with no training, no skills, and then working on people and calling it what you do. It's very dangerous. It's dangerous for the provider because they don't know what they're doing. It's dangerous for the patient because they are obviously being practiced on. And while natural medicine is, natural and healthy, it's not without its own, set of issues that you want to be aware of. It can be very dangerous. What did they say about like the dosing, like the perfect dose? It could either, kill somebody or heal somebody. It's really up to the practitioner. So understanding it really takes years, I would say, to really master, working with patients in a holistic manner. Not only, all of the different dynamics that make a human, they need to have full training in that. That's why I have 7 degrees. It's because I've needed all of that education and still more education to make sure that I have all the skills and the tools and the modalities that I need in order to assist all the different dynamics, that make up a patient. So definitely check their training. A lot of times with holistic doctors, Google, you can Google them, check their education, check their background. I wouldn't say check Google reviews anymore, just simply because, you can for sure. But I found over the years, just people get insane with these Google. I've had people that haven't even seen our practice that go on. So, take them with a grain of salt. There's definitely a lot of craziness on the internet. And just, I would definitely ask around. Good holistic doctors have been around for a long time. They're just really hidden. They're really, just kind of in their own little worlds. And a lot of us, have our established practices that we have had for years. So we definitely need more holistic doctors. So definitely join my community where a lot of people from all over the world get together and chat about holistic medicine and just join the discussion and chat and share and all the fun stuff. The other thing too is that we will be building a cohort in January. So in January, if you are interested in a holistic health education and you are interested in perhaps taking this on to be a holistic health coach and you want to train with me, we will be opening that cohort in January. So look out for that, and we'll be working on different aspects. So I think we are good for today. Really good to chat with you guys and teach you all about the things. So definitely holistic medicine is like your secret weapon, your secret tool to healing. And so I definitely encourage you to stay connected, keep learning, keep growing, subscribe, like, and comment below.